Another thing we're going to look at is to see when something is considered linear or not linear. So obviously linear, as you would think, implies a line, but you need to know your electron dot notation to figure out if something is linear. So we'll start with the famous H2O. So notice there are 3 elements, so technically you can make a straight line with 3 things, but we just got to see, do they make a straight line? So you start with your oxygen and you do your electron dot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you know that your hydrogen comes in here and comes in here. So if you notice, it does not make a straight line. If you look at, well, anything that has 2 items. So if you have a chlorine and a chlorine, like a Cl2, it's going to make a straight line. Or if you have a hydrogen and a chlorine, they'll make a straight line. Any 2 elements will always make a straight line. So they'll be considered linear. If I have, let's look at carbon dioxide. So you notice we have H2O and then CO2. Once again, this has 3, this has 3. So carbon, remember, has 4. Oxygen has 6. And naturally, notice that the oxygens can fill in anywhere around the carbon, whereas the hydrogens, they couldn't fill these 2 spots because they were already double taken. So because the oxygen can take any spot, they'll always stay away from each other as much as possible because they have like charges that they're going to repel. So you're going to put your oxygens are going to come opposite of each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if you notice, I guess I should have, here, let me switch my dot over here. Notice there's a free dot here that can combine with this one and a free dot here that can combine with this one. So your carbon will actually make a double bond with your oxygen, and notice that this is a linear molecule also. But we know that because if there are multiple spots around, they will distribute themselves as far apart from each other. But in this case, in the case of water, they don't have that option of where to distribute.